Buddy Hield. As if Kings fans needed another reason to be annoyed by Buddy Hield. He goes to the Warriors, and he was asked about crossing over to the Warriors side. This is what Buddy had to say about joining that Bay Area team.
And obviously Kings fans will have a new reason to let you hear it when you go back up there.
Oh, yeah.
You excited to be back in that rivalry on this side now?
You know, fans in Sacramento are passionate too. You know, all love. You know, Sacramento is a team that really looked out for me over the years, and I'm happy for that. And but I'm on the other side now, so still all love in Sacramento though.
All love in Sacramento.
All love, right?
What's the problem? I don't get it.
No hate at all. No, I mean it's 100% love in Sacramento for Buddy Hield. I don't know what everyone's talking about.
Buddy Love.
Wait, that's right. Yeah, Buddy Love. That's right. No, I mean it's just not how it is. It is kind of interesting, I would say, because I don't think, and I'm sure Kings fans can jog my memory a bit better, but I don't think Buddy actually ever expressly did anything to make Sacramento fans upset.
Well, he did say they could bleep his bleep.
Well, yeah, they did. Yeah, that's right. He did. Well, yeah, he did say that in the background of
it was in the background of an interview.
The interview with Tyrese, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was meant to be heard, right? Not that super matters.
I don't know. I don't know.
I remember it being a thing 100%.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember the context if he was in the background knowing he would be heard, or if he was just shooting around behind and he said it and it got caught on
he wasn't saying to the camera,
right?
Even though I'm off camera, hey,
right,
bleepity bleep.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I remember it being like he was talking to one of the trainers or assistant coaches, and he said, "Yeah, like you said, Sacramento can bleep his bleep." Yeah. Well, besides that, I mean,
how many people knew about that
100%.
and dislike Buddy? 916-339-1140.
It's definitely not all
lines.
That's what I was saying.
How much do you dislike Buddy Hield? Is he at the top of the list of former Kings that are still playing? That's the operative term here. They are still playing. Do you dislike Buddy Hield, and how much do you dislike Buddy Hield? This is what Buddy had to say as far as his skill set, and some people are having some fun with this part of what he said yesterday.
Buddy, you're one of the top shooters in the league, obviously, and now you're on the same team as Steph.
Right.
Do you remember a time where you had someone else on the roster and you're like, maybe I'm not the best shooter on this team?
Oh, Tyrese Halliburton, we are competitive drills about that. But yeah, Steph is he's the one. But I've been watching all my life, so I'm a sponge, ready to learn, ready to watch him, see how he go about his shooting mechanics, where he go about how he work out his routine, and I think it's be interesting year for me just to learn from him and see how he go about himself, his professionalism. I think it's fun. I'm excited.
He's going to have a blast. I mean, personally, he is going to have a blast. I don't know how many people are going to enjoy the Buddy Hield experience out there in the Bay, but he is definitely going to have a blast feeling like he's a part of the Splash Buddies, as you coined this morning. Yeah, like that's it's going to be a nightmare. I mean, I will say there's definitely going to be some games where people are going to say, wow, this is quite the combination you have here. Buddy can definitely hit 7, 8 to 10 threes in a game if you let him get hot, especially with the gravity that Steph has. And then if you pile that on with some Steph Curry threes as well, yeah, there's going to be some nights where they could potentially blow some people out the water, but he can't do anything else. That's the problem. And I don't know how many minutes he's going to get. We already know Steve Kerr has this love affection for Brandon Pajemski. So he's probably going to be, I assume, getting a lot of those minutes at the 2. And Buddy is not a point guard at all. You don't want the ball in Buddy's hands in terms of playmaking. I think it's like he said, it's going to be an interesting year for him in Golden State. I think a lot of ups, but I think there's going to be a lot of really, really low lows. And there's probably going to be I bet there's a 10-game stint where Buddy either doesn't see the floor or plays like 5 minutes a game, and it's only in crunch time, or not crunch time, but in garbage time. I just think it's going to be a roller coaster, as it always is with Buddy. He's really fun because he's such like a high energy, big smile on his face personality, but he can also be really infuriating with sometimes how not chill, but yeah. Yeah. And yeah, you can't see the video with that, but that was Golden One Center, I don't know, at like a third capacity, and it was that loud. So, you throw in the Warrior component on top of it. You throw in the fact that, he's already pretty, I wouldn't say, I don't know. I mean, I really do wonder. I want to hear from everybody. I wonder what the Buddy Hield approval rating is out there. Yeah, I think he was just a frustrating player. I think he got paid after kind of complaining I will say that did put off a lot of Kings fans. I am kind of starting to remember the more I talk about it. He did kind of strong arm the Kings a bit in labor negotiations. As Bogey had just left, he kind of understood, okay, this kind of lines up pretty good for me to get a deal here. I remember during preseason, I think Sean Cunningham asked him about it, and his answer was, it was a fact. It was definitely a fact. And, you could dare say it was a bar, but it just kind of wasn't what you want one of your players to say. He said, well, Sacramento free agents don't really come to Sacramento. Nobody really comes to Sacramento. And so, I do think it would be a big deal to re-sign me, because this just doesn't really happen very often. And, I think that kind of put a lot of Kings fans off a bit, because it just kind of felt like he was, he was using us as leverage. And, I think, good for him. He definitely ended up getting paid. But I kind of feel like after that, and then after he didn't really take a leap in his game, I think Kings fans were pretty out and done with Buddy.
Tyrese Maxey, he got wind of Buddy's quote saying, for the first time in my life, I'm not the best shooter on my team. And he just did, I'm thinking I'm pronouncing it. When I typed this myself in my mind, I'm saying like,
That's what I read it as. Yeah.
It's E and a bunch of H's and then a bunch of laughing emojis at Buddy Hield. So Tyrese Maxey saying, I don't know about that, Buddy.
He didn't shoot too well last year, Buddy did.
Yeah. So Tyrese Maxey having some fun with that. We will get to Steven on the other side, who wants to be part of the conversation. Coming up next, the A's call up their number one prospect. And